Greetings, Sir and Sirettes, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to the Oil upgrade and the Outbreak upgrade, the two new updates which have happened since I last played, along with some other tweaks, and honestly, the game is now massively different. Now, before people ask, I know I did abandon the last season, and that was because we ended up just doing the same things over and over again, and with the issues in real life piling up, causing me to record less and less per week, it just wasn't worth it. But now I'm recording back to a normal-ish schedule, and this game has been updated so much, it's finally time to get back into what is easily becoming one of my all-time favourite games. So with the Oil upgrade and the Outbreak upgrade, a load of stuff has changed since the last season, so I will be trying to keep up with all of the updates. But there have been so many, I don't think I will be able to in the very first video, but I will be looking up stuff as we go. So custom game. This will allow us to make our duplicants lose stress faster or slower, their immune systems can be worse or better, and yes, disease finally plays a major role, and we can even turn off stress responses. Obviously, all that feels a little bit cheaty to me, so let's just go with the standard game. Okay, let's have a quick look-see at what we have. We have two learners, both fighting for the better role. You are a little bit better at digging, though, so you're better at just doing stuff. If you're not actually researching, you're a lot worse, but you don't really care about the decor all that much. Stress response, a binge eater. I've not actually seen this before. This duplicant will dangerously overeat when stressed. This one cries a lot, and this one also binge eats. Don't really care about your stuff. You are germ resistant, which means your immune system comes back faster. I don't know how important that is, so I may regret this in the future, but I am going to change that. Ooh. Loud sleeper, I absolutely hate that, especially early on. So what else do we want? After the high learning stat, we want someone with high creativity, and probably just a general purpose person with digging and athletics and stuff. So you almost fit that bill. Not quite enough. Really, we're looking for about 7 creativity. At least that's what I was told in the past, and it's always seemed to... Ooh, hello, caregiver. This duplicant has good bedside manner and a healing touch. Again, I don't know how important medicine is now, and immunity. But you are a good overall, so I will be keeping you. You can't cook. That's fine. We don't really care too much about cooking just yet. Oh, I do love diver's lungs, but we do need someone who's a tad bit more creative. Max, you have noodle arms. Yeah, you're good at digging and you have good creativity. Yep, that's perfect. I will be taking name suggestions during this season, so if you do want to have your name in the game, then please feel free to tell me, either as a specific person or just a random duplicant as we continue. So, let's call this Oil Land. I know, it's just that original oil land. It's like Laugh-land, but filled with oil. So the oil, I believe, is used to make plastics, as you might imagine, and also used to get power, so that will be very interesting indeed. Destructive, binge eater, and ugly crier rather. You don't care too much about decor, which is pretty good. Okay, let's embark. No water immediately available, that's a little bit nerve-wracking. Okay, alert, we know we're here. Wow, could we have the water further away? Oh, look, it's a little shine bug. That's adorable. So, loads of algae on top, metal down below. We don't want to actually break into this vacuum just yet. We do want access to that water as soon as possible, though, so... how are we going to do this? Break this, go down... We want access to this and the shine bug, that's got loads of metal, so really... Okay, let's put the toilets over there. Let's go straight down and straight to that water. Now, is there any indication of a cold biome anywhere nearby? There really isn't. Though down here seems pretty cool still, so that's okay. The problem is over here is incredibly hot, so this water is going to be warmed up very, very quickly, which means I'm actually tempted to go for the water above us. But that's even further away. I guess we will get to both as we go. So for now, though, just dig out some stuff so we can have stuff to actually, you know, build the ladders with. Ooh, there's water over here. How did I not notice that? Also next to warm stuff. And look, we can now check for bacterium. Slime lung. I have no idea what slime lung does. Lethal if untreated. Duplicants experiencing coughing and shortness of breath. Ooh, that's actually really bad. And there's also food poisoning via indigestion. Sorry, via ingestion. That one's via air inhalation. That's interesting. So I guess as we break these blocks, perhaps it releases it into the air. As you can tell, I haven't really played too much of this new update. I played about 10 minutes just to make sure recording would work and there's enough new stuff. But that's about... Really already? Okay. Normally I would let you live, but this time, could you guys please kill the hatch? Thank you. Bit of free food for us. Ew, polluted water. Okay. Not the best starting location, gotta be honest, but it is meant to be luck of the draw, and I don't want to restart. Wow, though, look at that. No matter which direction we go, we're going to be experiencing really hot temperatures. God, that is actually a really bad start. Have I ever had a start that bad before? I don't know, but saying that, I haven't seen the new world generation. Perhaps it's always like this now. I really couldn't tell you. Either way, though, we need more oxygen. We need it now. Okay, so break down there so we get access to both of these oxalites. And also continue downwards. Said that a bit weirdly, admittedly. We want the outhouse as soon as possible. And we also want not the liquid vent, what is it? The wash basin. I don't know if that needs water, I'm going to assume it will. There's also a new thing in the game where you can actually set different rooms. Well, the rooms are set automatically if you fulfill their criteria. For instance, there's the med bay, the mess hall, the barracks, and the latrine. The latrine will allow you to reduce stress when you're having a poop. Which is a pretty good way to reduce stress, if I do say so myself. The problem is, at the moment, we only have the pneumatic door. Oh, we no longer have the manual airlock to start off with. That's interesting. Well, let's hope we can find a cold biome as soon as possible. Because we are really going to need those Weezeworts to keep our base as cold as possible. Okay, do that when you can. No huge rush, though. We need some metal as soon as possible. That's great. We'll get that when we're down there. Okay, just continue to do what you do, that you do so well. Just shove some storage there. Shove one storage there, which will be for the poop. That's about it, really. Oh, look, hydrogen. That's useful in no way whatsoever right now. Yeah, farming is going to be really difficult. Things are going to really overheat. Now, thankfully, they've changed again how things grow, and I believe that all, well, at least most, if not all, of foods you can grow give you the seed back all the time, or they just regrow after you harvest them every time now, so you don't run out of a specific type of seed. In fact, I don't think there's even a grade anymore of the food you get. Okay, yes, you do need water. And I want you to only work when people go to the right. So you can go that way just fine, but when you go that way, if you have bacterium all over yourself, then please, please, please clean your hands. That would be helpful. I also believe that getting water has changed. Yep, you now have the pitcher pump. You no longer can just grab water off the floor. Annoying? Yes. Cool and actually making sense? Also yes. Let's put that there. So what I want then is for you lovelies to do this. Okay, while you're all doing that, let's do some more stuff. Okay, jobs. I only want Devon to do research and Max to do art. New duplicants can't do either. So can we actually rename them? Well, we can, excellent. Okay, so if you want to name one of these people, then please tell me their name and your suggestion. Colony requires a food source. I know it does. We also need to get science done, but right now I just want access to water and access to this oxygen and this adorable little shine bug. Because look, it'll make people happy if we release it into the main colony. After this, we'll have to start sorting out rooms. Now, one thing we will really need, since there's so much heat, is this stuff. We want abyssalite. We really want abyssalite. Since abyssalite can prevent heat from coming into certain rooms, it will also help us to slow down a lot of stuff. Now, we probably want this water as well, just 'cause it's closer. However, I wonder how that slime's going to interact with the water, or interact with the land around it once the water's gone. I was a bit slow adding somewhere to sleep, wasn't I? We'll make the sleepy room over there, because I believe that is also a room bonus. I wonder what that gives. The barracks. At least one bed, no machinery, maximum 64, minimum of 12, and it will cause people to restore additional stamina. Okay. Once you have access to the water, then we will go with power and science, so we can start growing stuff and doing other such good things. Okay, all is going according to very slow plans. Now, when it comes to harvesting, yep, enable auto-harvest on everything. Just any wild plants, good for us. There's actually very few wild plants this time around, which is, again, really bad. In my test run, there was a cold biome really close by, and there was this huge open space with oxygen of all sorts of plants. This time around, it's like, oh, are you recording this for YouTube and have limited time, thus not able to reset again? Well, too bad. There we are, that's what I wanted. You know what? Don't do that. Keep that carbon dioxide locked up. Put the pneumatic door down just for now, so that becomes its own room. Same will go for you. And there we are. Okay. So how does this work then? I have no idea. Okay, well anyway. We killed a plant then, didn't we? Yep, we did. We are just that smart. Excellent. Okay, well, we definitely need to do power and everything now. I want it higher up so the heat gets a little bit trapped. It doesn't go down as quickly so that we can have a farming area somewhere a little bit more out of the way. I know the manual generator itself doesn't produce that much heat, and yes, that's relative. It produces a lot of heat, but in comparison to the batteries and stuff, it doesn't feel quite as bad. And we'll have the battery and electronics room up there. I don't know. It seems to make sense in my head anyway. Another thought is we really don't have much oxalite. Normally we have way more than this. I just feel like this is probably one of the worst starts I've ever seen. And I've restarted this game countless times. Give us some metal. We need to start doing science as soon as possible. We need oxygen, and we need plants. Soon. Stations, when you got enough money. Oh, I can't put it down until I've got enough money. For its plan. So, did that work? Yep, it did. Okay, yeah, so we do have 2 rooms. Should have checked that earlier, really. Mess hall. 1 table, no industrial machinery. What does it do? Relieve additional stress. Okay, that's interesting. The med bay. Less likely to spread disease. Okay, they're really pushing the whole disease thing. Also, haven't found a geyser yet, or a geyser, depending on your pronunciation. Actually, there's like 5 pronunciations. People keep on yelling at me. It seems coolest going this way, but that doesn't really hint all that much. Is it getting colder? Oh, we need to explore, but I also know that temperature now plays a much bigger part as well, so you don't really want your people to overheat. Obviously, you never wanted that, but now it's a bit more on the crazy side if you do allow people to overheat with hypothermia and such. Overheat and underheat? Freeze! Get too cold! Not be happy with their coldnesses. And research station, to put it there, whatever. It's a bad placement, but right now I'm in a bit of a rush because of the whole, look how bad your start is. I will keep on repeating this. Feel the salt. It's coarse on your skin and everything. Okay, what do we want first then? This has definitely changed. Okay, yep, whoa, yep, there's more stuff, and the positioning is way different. Home luxuries, for instance. Plastic ladder, comfy bed, and plastic tile, so I assume you need oil for that then, for all of them. So we do want the lights. We really want... The manual airlock is that far on? Okay, that's annoying. Okay, there we go, basic farming, that's the first thing we want. That also gives us the algae terrariums, which you can put down here. If we dig out a little bit more, so it's like... that. This is already a big carbon dioxide trap. We can put some algae terrariums down here, put some storage to actually hold algae from now on. Or algae, depending on your pronunciation again. What's with oxygen not including oxygen not included and making me speak weirdly. And all the different pronunciation words. Words with different pronunciations. I am way too tired for this. At this moment in the video, Lathrix begins to lose his sanity way faster than expected. Okay, you can all be all. However, what I'm going to do is prevent you guys from holding algae. Oh, and polluted dirt as well. Obviously don't want that out here. It's already going to be bad enough having it in here, honestly, before we get the compost heap and such. There we are, there we are, there we are. And you are only holding polluted dirt, okay. I would like a second outhouse, though. Having just one can lead to really bad situations, honestly. Why did I put this so high up? Oh yeah, because of that. I know what I'm doing. Okay, we've already evolved. I want algae terrarium. Ooh, or do I want deoxidizers? Okay, normally, algae is a bigger issue than water early on. However, this time around, there's a lot of algae. There's not much water. Huh. So maybe the deoxidizer is better. No, I still think the terrarium overall, it is more efficient per... Oh, I don't know. I've always been of the belief, and a lot of people a lot of people disagree with this, that the algae terrarium is better than the deoxidizer in almost every situation. Even though it's much slower and much more manual, labor-intensive, the efficiency of the algae is just so good. And now there is the water geysers in the game. There are the water geysers. It doesn't feel right to conserve water over algae, since algae can be really irritating. And that way we can hold off using the water to oxygen machines, whose name I've completely forgot. Okay, so for now, we're going to go with just a couple of these, and we are going to go with one more duplicate. Normally I don't, this time we will. No we won't actually, I don't like any of these. You're probably the best, just being an overall decent one. I don't like mouth breather. Or bottomless stomach. Okay, yeah, let's keep you. Welcome! That's probably the last one we're going to have for a while as well. And let's dig out this. A loud banging noise, sorry if you guys heard that. One of our doors just slammed in the apartment. Huzzah for very windy weather. Okay, you should be nice. Okay, so next research. Do we need this? We do probably want the grill. At very minimum, it does reduce our need for... I was going to say our need for the regular food, because we can cook things like the micro bars, whatever they're called. Oh, I would also like the mess table. But we do need the supercomputer for that. Okay, so advanced research. Then we'll go into this to get the airlock. Then we'll go into that. Okay. Seems reasonable to me. I think. Okay, that shouldn't be enough oxygen anyway, but it will help out a little bit. Plus, of course, now, if we break into this carbon dioxide vault to the side to get access to the muckaroos, or just access to anything in general, we're not going to suffocate a huge area of our colony. Which is pretty good. Now for food, for now we're probably just going to go with meal wood. We also probably want it quite low down because eventually we will want lighting for the bristle blossom. Now thankfully as well, mealwood is now an unlimited source of food like it used to be before it got changed, so that's good as well. This low or this low? If this is going to be the food room, probably this low. 1, 2, then has 3. Yeah, this will probably be a lot easier to light, so let's do that. And then for later, so we can dig up here nice and easily. And now we wait. Another new day, and we can start planting our mealwood. There we are, growing already, fantastic. Why are you inappropriate? Oh, because something just landed on you. Okay. That's fine. Dig out you. So there isn't a plant room, is there? No. Okay, so there's no reason to completely seal this off. As I said before, though, we really need to find one of the cold areas. Just because this is going to superheat really, really quickly. Aha! Okay, yep, we found it. It's over here. Oh, that's so awkward to get to. Down here and across, I guess, is the best way. But we do need that because the bristle blossom needs quite a cool temperature. The mealwood is a lot more forgiving. The bristle blossom isn't. And the bristle blossom has 2 benefits. First of all, more food per harvest, so more food per cycle overall. Second of all, it looks prettier and makes people happier. At least I believe it's more food per harvest. It certainly seems like it. But at least for now, we can just plant some mealwood so we have some proper food going. Okay. Did we get the second research sorted? No, we didn't. That should be on 9. It is. People are just eating. Okay, I guess you can have a food break. One of you is getting a little bit stressed out. That's understandable since we have absolutely no decor, and right now you're doing really weird acrobatics to get algae. Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy either, honestly. So once again, how are we going to do this? Is that a vacuum? No, it's not. It's a carbon dioxide vent, though. We do want the abyssalite, so that is actually quite good that's there. So 45 degrees Celsius. Is that too high for our people? I guess we'll find out as we go down. I feel like it might be. Just put that on regular priority so we don't rush that. Okay, there we go. The algae is going to be good there since once we release this carbon dioxide, this area will get flooded with it. That's fine. People are idle. Oh, how did you guys do that? Just randomly getting trapped there. That's not exactly the best. Okay, next research. We have the supercomputer once again. Not exactly the best positioning, but at least it is there. Okay, once we have that, we can get all of the more complex stuff, and with that, we can move on to make everything more efficient and start actually designing the base properly. Right now, we're just trying to rush to make sure everyone's going to survive. Which I hear is quite important, actually. I've heard rumors. Legends, in fact. Not much else to do again now, but wait. Research, I really want the manual airlock and the airflow tile. I really want these as well, though, especially with the... Oh, actually, I want this first, because I really want the light, so that we can start planting better food. So you, then pressure management, then... I don't really know. Something else. I guess I should put you on 9 as well, so you're always doing research. That should always come first. If I'm doing research, I want it done as soon as possible. No point in putting down the blossom seeds just yet. I love that little pump. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be absolutely awful. Oh, look, food. And am I avoiding the slime lung? Yes, I am. I wonder how it spreads. Doesn't seem to just actively spread, which is interesting. You have some of the food poisoning germs on you, but not much, so it's not affecting you at all yet. You're both a source of the disease, but you are washing your hands on the way out. Oh, that's producing polluted water. So to get rid of that, since you can't just carry water around, it doesn't just leak onto the floor anymore, you need to use a bottle emptier. Empties bottled liquids back into the world. So that will be for the future as well, to get rid of all that rubbish. I also do need the compost heap. Okay, so the basic stuff has been set up. There is loads more to do, but I'm going to call the episode here. We haven't got that much done, but all of the basics are now underway. And now I can look up a few more of the changes to make sure I'm doing things correctly. I'll be taking suggestions from the comments, and once again, if you would like to name one of these people, then please feel free to tell me. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Oxygen Not Included is a series you wish to see continued in the future. I am really happy to be starting this series again. Thank you, and goodbye.